Well, good evening, everyone. A terrific 3 points away here at Crawley Town. I'm joined by Port Vale manager Neil Aspin. Neil, when the pressure seems to pile on, likewise with the Lincoln City game, the players deliver for you there. Only this time they've gone that step further and collect a brilliant 3 points for you.
No, the players have done fantastically well today. They knew how important the game was. I said to them in the dressing room before the game, I said, look, it won't bother me if people, give me stick, or if people are disgruntled or whatever. What would hurt me more is if the players didn't put in a shift and if they didn't really give 100%. That's what would have hurt myself and Lee. So for the players to work exceptionally hard, play good football today as well and get the 3 points, they couldn't have done any more for me, and I'm really pleased. I think there is, I've said all along, there's a good group of players, there's a good atmosphere at the club, but I'm well aware if you don't get results as a manager, you become under pressure, and that's the same for me as anyone. But there's no problem, between or no sort of unrest in the dressing room.
And the players, me and Matty were saying before, trying to pick a man of the match there, it was very tough to, because all 11 players out there put in 110% for you today.
No. Look, you need to. I've said all along, if you're gonna win games at this level, you need all your players putting in a shift. And we've had a few games where we haven't had that, and we've had a few players who've had off days. And if you do that, you can't afford it. You get beat or you drop points. But today, I felt everybody, played well. There were some really good performances throughout, and if they can continue to do that, I know we've said it before, and we have been inconsistent, but if they can keep, doing that, then they'll get themselves into a better position in the league.
Coming away from home in this league is difficult enough as it is, but to come away and collect all 3 points and play well is a touch for the players and the management staff itself. Could you sense a bit of a nervy, tense start to that game? A couple of mistakes from both sides there. It showed that the pressure was perhaps on both teams. I
don't think so. I think the players do realise how important the result was today. I think there's no question about that. And we did say it was a game we had to win. I think the start of any game, you want to get off to a good start. There's always a few nerves whenever you play. But I sensed that there was a good atmosphere amongst the players. We're determined to do well, and we've prepared. As I say, I watched Crawley on Tuesday night. We changed the shape for today's game, and then you're hoping that it's what you said they do, and they all did that.
The changes you made, one of which was Ricky Miller coming in for the injured Tom Pope. Could you just tell that he was going to get that goal? He was really buzzing about that Crawley defence today, causing lots of issues for them.
I think
big goal for him as well.
No, it's a massive goal, and there's never been any problem between myself and Ricky Miller. And if you asked him, there's never been a problem. The problem is that Ricky has got a lot of issues which affect his football, and you can't. Not every player is the same. That's the top and bottom of it. And we've had to obviously be patient with Ricky, and he's had various stages where he's not been able to really play football, and people from the outside don't see what goes on, but I know that Ricky Miller can score goals, but everything else has to be right for him to perform on the pitch. But he's been given his chance. He's done really well. He's trained better, and he's worked hard. He's got us the goal today.
Showing that hunger as well.
Hunger, yeah, and he is a match winner. Yeah. He's a match winner, and they're hard to get. You're looking for strikers, but he's got a proven record of scoring goals. Yes, he hasn't had many opportunities in the Football League, but you don't score sort of that many goals in the National League unless you can score goals. So I'm delighted for him, and it'll give him a massive confidence boost going into this week.
There are a couple more players that want to pick your brains about. Starting off with Luke Joyce, someone who perhaps has received some criticism over the past few months during his time at Port Vale, but his past 2 away performances in particular, A at Lincoln and then today, go really unnoticed at times. Yeah. Do you think?
Look, I will say about Luke, he is a really good professional, very good in the way he conducts himself, and he's very professional. I like him as a bloke. I think he's got a great attitude. He's got proven ability at this level. He's had a spell where he's been out of the team, but his past performances have been good, and I thought he was good again today. He was unfortunate to get taken off the other week. I don't think he was playing badly, but we wanted to change the formation, and that's happened to him a couple of times. But he lasted the game well today, and I'm really pleased for him because, like I say, he's a good professional, and you've always got time for anybody like that.
And the next player I want to talk about, Adam Crooks. You bought him in this transfer window. He's not had a great deal amount of time to settle in, having only just signed last week. But what a performance he put out there at such a young, tender age as well, on his Football League debut and Port Vale debut.
Look, I can't think of anybody who's really played better on the debut. I thought he was excellent. Everything he did was good. He was positive. He was composed on the ball. He was strong, defended well. And when you consider he's had, well, you were there the other day, 30 minutes in St George's Park,
yep,
probably preparing that formation. He just stepped in, as like he'd been playing there all season.
Composed, didn't he?
Yeah, he did really well. And I suppose as a manager, you're bringing people in on loan. Some come off for you, some don't. But if he can keep at that form, he's going to be a really important player for us.
What does this do now for yourself and the squad heading into Bristol Rovers on Tuesday? You've racked up the miles this month travelling away from home. Next up is Bristol Rovers in the Checkatrade Trophy with a chance to get to the semi-finals. Could this win have come at a better time?
Well, look. I think I go into every game now thinking it could be my last game. So it's come. Couldn't have been a more timely win today. And especially with that Bristol Rovers game coming, I think the lads will travel down in good spirits. They will do, and we've got to go there and be positive, and we've got to obviously try and win the game. And there will be a win on that night, and let's hope it's us.
But you keep mentioning about it potentially being your last game, but the players always seem to step it up that extra level and keep fighting for you.
Well,
and the delight on the fans' face at the end there, 3 points. There must be some happiness in you with that.
No. Look, I'm disappointed for the supporters of this club that they've not had a lot to shout about. When I drive, into the ground and I come through Burslem, and I feel like, I've let them down because we've not got the results that I want. But I can only be honest. It hurts. It hurts me a lot, as much as anybody else. But the supporters who came today, full credit to them, because it's a long journey.
Cold day as well.
Cold, but at least they'll have a good journey back. And that's what you want to be. You want the supporters to enjoy coming to games, but the only way they can do that is by getting results.
Well, top man, we'll let you get going. We've got a long drive back now. I'll be joined by Neil Aspin on Tuesday when we travel to Bristol Rovers for our Checkatrade Trophy fixture. Tickets are still available to buy. You can get them from our ticket office. From me, Max McClellan, good night and have a safe journey home.